I got a call from the Marina saying that they've got a couple old rental boats that they're wanting to offload. So I'm going to go up there. I'm going to check these things out. We might pick one up and renovate it. So keep your eyes open for a newly renovated boat coming up on the market. But I'll video the boat as I go up there and see if it's worth it. Stay tuned. Well, there she is. The dill of the century, from what they're telling me. There's a little spot of the outside. It's a twin anchors boat, pontoon, aluminum, 75 feet by 16. Let's go check this bad boy out, shall we? So, the pontoons are in good shape. That's the one thing that I was really concerned about. And the exterior is not too bad. It's a regular houseboat. The wallboard on the outside, it can be cleaned up and painted if you want. Or you could just leave it. It's not too bad. Take the lake pal off, but if we go after this thing, we'll make it nice, man. We'll paint this entire thing. It doesn't have any engines, no outdrives. The transom assemblies are on, but those you can't trust anyways, so those would be replaced. Look at that. A brand new swim ladder. Whew, gold. Little swim platform. Slide, spiral staircase. And there used to be 4.3s in here. I know that they've been taking them to 4.5s, but I definitely would not do 4.5s on this thing. Probably go with the 350 mags. Give it a ton of power. It'd move quick. But I just don't like the 4.5s. I'd put the 350s in. Got a little storage cabinet right here. Looks like it's plumbed for washer and dryer. No sliding glass doors. Oh, there's a sliding glass door over there. So this is gonna have a private master. You got a toy tank. I'm guessing that's probably 150, 200 gallons. A little storage, life jackets and whatnot. Here is kind of the master secluded bedroom. It's got its own little sliding glass door out to the back deck. And then it's got its own sink. And it's got a Jack and Jill bathroom. So it shares it with this other room right here. Regular toilet, drop toilet, which I like. Not a whole lot of maintenance with them. A decent corner shower. And another bathroom. Thing that I do notice is that there's no sign of water intrusion on the ceiling. So the roof's in good shape. Got another bedroom here on the starboard side, another bedroom on the port that went to that bathroom. And then we've got a little cuddy room in the port pontoon midship, starboard pontoon midship. And then we get into the kitchen area. So I actually don't mind the ceiling upholstery, but the cabinets are hideous. So depending on what we do with this, I don't know, we'd probably replace the cabinets. Got a gas stove, which is huge. We don't need it for the generator, does not need to be running. I like that. Spot for a dishwasher, trash compactor. Over here you got a little beverage center if you use those. If not, you could put an ice maker in there pretty dang easy. So what's more important, some Coke, Coca-Cola, or ice on the lake? There's the spot for the refrigerator. They've got a window out of this thing right now. I don't know why they don't cover it. Try and save the boat a little bit at least, but looks like the window's right there. It's missing one of the sides. So definitely needs a window. This is built in. Hate that. So that would totally all come out and you could do what you want in here. It just takes up too much space and you can't change anything. You're set. This is what you get if you leave that kind of stuff in here. You got a gas fireplace. That's pretty cool. You know, in the wintertime on the lake. Decent sized TV cabinet, but that would all change. We would redo the wood around the fireplace, take out that cabinet and do something else TV wise. This boat's kind of been stripped. It's weird. You know, it's still got all that stuff, probably still works okay, I would imagine, but somebody robbed the control head. That's weird. And then you got the front deck. In the starboard pontoon is the generator. The only thing I'd be concerned about there is where the intake's at. You pull up onto the beach, if it's too shallow, you're going to be sucking in a bunch of silt. You can tell they've had problems with that generator, so it might be worth it to throw a generator in there. That's what I would do. Somehow integrate a diesel tank, run a diesel generator. Propane is plumbed for a barbecue here. Here's another little storage spot. Looks like the inverter batteries are down in there. But this boat's gonna need everything replaced. AC main. So we've got a 120 volt. Really? Looks to me, these 125 250s. Must be for something else. I'll have to check into it, but got the wires sticking out. Shore water. I'm gonna have to talk to them about what the wiring is. That one over there is a 125 250 as well. I wonder what that breaker's for. It says it's an AC main. It's a double pole. That's kind of small. I don't know. Might have to upgrade that. Going up top, you've got more of a ladder coming up the front than stairs. It's kind of steep. Got a nice little table setting up front next to the helm. Here is the roof. So you saw in there it was an elevated roof to, I guess, give more natural lighting inside the kitchen. Don't really want to get into touching that. That was kind of a nice feature, but it sure takes up a lot of room up here. Guess you could put some nice cushions right here and make a nice bed. Put a nice fiberglass top or aluminum top up over this. Maybe a TV integrated into it. It's got a hot tub. I'm not sure about a hot tub. Very rarely do people go out in the winter. And you don't really sit in them in the summer. It's so hot out here. So maybe that would come out and open up a bunch more space. Put another bar right in there. This bar's toast. Definitely get new cabinets. There's a spot for an ice maker up here, and a little refrigerator, little seating area. So they curbed this. That's kind of unfortunate, because if we decide to change the layout, then we've got to cut that curbing off and do some roof work. So I don't know if that would stay here or not. I don't like it. Maybe if we put a solid surface new solid surface countertop on it, it'd be all right, but I don't know. Kind of takes up special room, some good room. I like this back here though. You know, I'm okay with the bar stools and this back here, right off the back of the boat. That would be nice. I just don't like that. So my initial reaction to this right now is tearing all that off, cutting the curbing out, and doing something else with this bar. Maybe opening up this back area, take the hot tub out and put the bar up in that with a cover. We'll fabricate a new party top of some sort. But this ain't too bad of a boat if you get it for the right price. And I would say if we did it right, everything was new, engines and generator. We redo the interior of this thing, 75 by 16. Probably got a $350,000 boat sitting here when it's all said and done. So let's go show this to the real boss. Miss Kelly is what we call her, and decide. There's actually 2 of these for sale. They're saying that they'll give me a smoking deal if I bought both of them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, if this is something that you would like to see. If this is something that we should purchase and you guys watch the full renovation, turn these old rental boats that have been haggard but have good bones into some nice new boats for people. So here we are, picking up the boats to renovate. Let's go get under them, get them back to our yard. Here we are. We brought our pontoon trailer today. We're getting under this twin anchor boat. So this is the first one going to our yard, and then we're going to come back and get the one next to it. But both of these boats will be fully renovated and put up for sale. So we are going to get under them right now. Billy's backing under it. Looks like he hit a block. But this should be fun. Full renovation. Be like a new boat. We'll get her back to the yard, get her all cleaned up and all the old flooring and stuff ripped out of it today. We're here getting them, got to get them to our yard first. She must be a tight one. Looking good coming back. All right, and I'd start straightening her out. How you looking over there? Yeah, all right. And looking good coming back, just looking good on that. I would start to bring her just a little bit to the right. Yeah, a little bit. All right, looking good back here. Just keep her coming straight back. Just looking good on this side. just about ready to head across the bridge. Thankfully, no cars are coming. This is a full 16 wide. So this does take up a lot of the bridge. And these 16 wide pontoons are a lot sketchier pulling across the bridge than just the regular monohull boats. But you could see not a lot of room for another vehicle to fit by on these 16 wide pontoon boats. The monohulls sit up high, but since these are all the way down, the pontoons are only, 2 feet off the ground. It's a full 16 wide across this bridge from the lowest part to the tallest part of the boat. And thankfully, we got lucky with not a whole lot of traffic. But there we are, across the bridge, just about to float into Fixin's yard. Here's the first roundabout. Let's see how much this boat tips going on the roundabout. These pontoon boats can get pretty sketchy when they hit up on a curb. Watch this. Oh, can't really tell. I didn't get a good view of it. Tippy tippy. Pulling into the yard. Get her down into the lower 40, block her up, home sweet home for a little while.